Socialism.
Socialist.
Socialism.
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 People ask you what this campaign is about. You tell them, yes, it's still about hope. It is still about change.
But what sort of change have we really seen over the past 4 years of the Obama administration?
So let's take a look back.
It is time to stand for change. When you decide it's time for change to happen, guess what? Change happens. Change comes to America.
Is this the change that America voted for?
We cannot wait for good jobs and living wages and pensions.
I mean, if Obamacare goes through and Obama is reelected, you are talking about the total destruction of wealth in America. It is the end of America as we know it.
Fighting the fascism that seems to be permeating this country.
Obama now. Impeach Obama now. Impeach Obama now. Stop him before he destroys our way of life.
The all-important must-have for 2012 is this: making Barack Obama a one-term president.
I shamelessly say no. I want him to fail.
Would you say this has like a mob feeling to it?
I, Barack Hussein Obama, will, to the best of my ability, preserve, protect, and defend the Constitution of the United States.
So help you God?
So help me God.
Congratulations, Mr.
to trust. I want to hope for change, but I am really failing to see how this is any different.
But he's not going to succeed. Socialism has failed.
Our country's less safe today.
Obama declared the end to the war on terror.
You can't break all your campaign promises.
To start with this blame America.
People, we have to have the conversation of, do you want socialism or not? Do you want universal health care or not?
Is this a pre-9/11 mentality?
Liberal utopian vision.
March to socialism.
End of capitalism as we know it.
Barack Obama was elected mostly by black, racist, and white guilty people.
And now it's not parents who are going to take care of kids anymore. It's Uncle Nanny.
Some are wondering if the honeymoon is already over.
We're starting to look at fascism.
He went on a jihad against lobbyists.
Closer to Jimmy Carter.
Closer to communism.
The new socialist regime
addicting this country to heroin.
He's a one-term guy.
There is real dishonesty in this man.
Closer toward socialism.
This is a major milestone for America. Not necessarily a good one, though.
Is anybody else a little pissed off by that?
Jeff Sessions of Alabama says it is a walk down the road toward socialism. Is that a valid point?
It's closer to socialism.
Sounds like the honeymoon is over.
Not exactly glowing grades for the president.
Obamonomics really taking the U.S. toward socialism?
If you think the president is overreaching,
how long can President Obama blame President Bush for America's problems?
Stop the doom, the gloom, the malaise, the fear.
Liberal vision of a giant nanny state.
Its plans to go after gun owners.
The president has declared a war against prosperity.
To see our money, our tax dollars, pissed away.
Depending on your point of view, President Obama's new budget is a statement of our national values or a socialist experiment.
The path towards socialism.
Obama's agenda towards socialism.
He wants to drive the Dow down to zero and then just kind of start from scratch.
Turn towards socialism back.
Obama's bear market.
I think he wants a catastrophe.
Can this now fairly be called the Obama bear market?
What you have to worry about is your motivation.
Communism.
I read an article that said the Manchurian Candidate
couldn't destroy us faster than Barack Obama.
Wreaking havoc on the country.
The socialism that you've been waiting for.
We have now the extreme left driving the agenda.
I'm a guy that voted for Obama, and I feel betrayed.
Barack Obama's Ponzi scheme.
A delusional quest for historic grandeur.
Barack Obama may bankrupt the country.
They care that he's bankrupting our economy.
Duke's Coach K has a message for President Obama. It's the economy, stupid.
He promised transparency. He promised bipartisanship. This is a violation of all of those promises.
Does President Obama want to take us into the 60, 70, 80, 90% income tax range?
We are heading toward a one-world sort of government. I think Obama probably likes that.
This is Joseph Stalin without the bloodshed.
Literally struggling every time he has the thing on his feet.
Our country is in major economic trouble, and the Obama's making it worse.
It's an eventual control over all big business. That's the ultimate goal of the administration.
Obama has horribly insulted the British.
You drive a stake through the heart of the bloodsuckers.
You can call it corporatism, you can call it socialism, you can call it fascism.
It's a little early to declare a presidency failed, although I would like to do it.
Obama attacks America.
How crazy Obamonomics is going to get.
Some comparing President Obama's plan to the founding fathers of socialism.
Has a little bit too much of this blame America vibe going on.
He's on an apologizing for America tour.
Bowing to the Saudi king.
Obama is apologizing to the Frenchy French for our arrogance.
If he listens to his intimate advisors, the pirates will get a bailout package like everybody else.
Obama is completely polarizing.
Wondering why he would put Europe above America.
If you have a Ron Paul bumper sticker, you might be viewed as a radical by the government.
Fascist stimulus package.
Bill Ayers, the Reverend Wright.
Day number 87 of America's redistribution plan, and day number 2 of America not taking it anymore, completely out of touch. Now, thousands upon thousands of Americans rallied yesterday in cities all across the country, yet the left-wing, completely pathetic Obama mania media, well, they refuse to report the truth about what happened. Instead, they're sorry old Obama apologizing. Well, once again, it has gotten the best of them. Is there anything that he likes about this country?
Lockstep down this, the socialist path.
If you support policies that hurt our country, you'll get a handshake and an embrace.
And embracing him and fist bumping and making lovey-dovey in the hotel. God knows what went on behind closed doors.
Exactly what happened to the lead up with Hitler.
We have a president whose foreign policy can only be described as anti-American.
Day number 94 of change that makes us less safe and secure.
Banana Republic politics.
Is Obama going to show spine for the first time in his presidency?
Is Obama a radical figure in American politics?
He went on foreign soil and apologized for America.
We're celebrating the first 100 days of Barack Obama's
100 days
tenure.
of America going down the drain.
Is President Obama's handling of the troubled economy a signal that we are creeping toward socialism? It was only 100 days. It seems longer, doesn't it?
We seem to have made a lot of mistakes until he took
It's a little disturbing, isn't it?
Fair and balanced. It's how we think.
A viewer will get straight talk.
Right questions.
But I do believe that at heart he is a European socialist.
First of all, Barack Obama, the Messiah, is a socialist.
Obama is a radical communist.
Impeach Obama now. Impeach Obama now. Impeach Obama now. Stop him before he destroys our way of life.
This guy has failed faster than I've ever seen a president fail, and it's deserved. He is a profound phony. He is exactly what he said he wouldn't be. He said he'd be a uniter, a big picture guy. He has turned out to be small and vindictive and vituperative and nasty.
Fighting the fascism that seems to be permeating this country.
But you say this has like a mob feeling to it?
Social engineer, president is bioethicist, the government deciding who will live, who will die. I think he is Bill Ayers. I think he is Reverend Wright.
We all going to be living under a bridge soon, fending off bums with a beer bottle.
This guy is, I believe, a racist.
Obama's health care plan, scarier than cancer?
The whole system is, in fact, a kind of death panel.
Critics now claim the administration is actually pressuring certain disabled veterans to, quote, hurry up and die.
The enemy is not only in the gates, they're inside the house.
Schools all across the country are going to great lengths to indoctrinate your children.
It is about social control. It is about taking control from the individual and giving it to the state.
I mean, how much closer do you get to treason?
But is terrorism back? And is it the result of President Obama's policies?
More important to show that we're a country of civil rights for terrorists.
What happened in Venezuela is going to happen here if we don't stop stop spending money. And we don't get off the Marxist bandwagon.
What Obama is proposing, you've got to cut right down to it. It is socialism. It is so ugly and evil. It doesn't work. It's never worked.
President, they just put Bernie Madoff away for life. The president's policies are Bernie Madoff times 1,000.
This president runs his White House with the same kind of smarmy philosophy that people run things in Chicago.
I said yesterday, Barack Obama, ladies and gentlemen, is going to spend more money than any other human being in the history of civilization.
Well, I call this the Beltway Chainsaw Massacre.
For months, I've been telling you, Barack Obama, and more his wife than Barack, I mean, at least looking at her language, I believe there's a socialist agenda there for America.
Who is paying Obama's salary? It is up to Obama to prove to us that he is not being paid with Chi-Com money.
You mean when John Boehner played golf with President Obama?
Oh, yeah, and Biden and Kasich, yeah,
What did you not like about it? It seems to be a really pivotal moment for you.
Come on. It'd be like Hitler playing golf with Netanyahu.
And I really think it's just the absolute thin-skinnedness of Obama. It's really a crybaby thing to do. And theory is correct that they are thin-skinned crybabies, in particular the president himself.
I think that bumper stickers are the way to go. You'll cause hatred on the roads. You'll cause screaming arguments across America. We need to get 1 million impeach Obama bumper stickers up across this country in the next few weeks. The man has to be stopped right now. A message must be sent to this social revolutionary that we're not going to take this. We're going to fight him tooth and nail.
And somebody who has seen a lot of outrage lately is our own Griff Jenkins. He has been on board the Tea Party Express from day one. He joins us tonight from El Paso, Texas. Griff.
Welcome to El Paso, Texas. It's the 10th stop. It's day 6 of the Tea Party Express. Folks here in traditionally Democratic El Paso are fired up. Ma'am, what's your name and why are you here?
My name is Diane Wagoner. I'm here because I love my country. I want to take it back from Obama and his czars.
You say, I say, we say, keep your change. We'll keep our God, our guns, our Constitution.
Hey, what about you, ma'am? Why are you here?
I'm an American, first, last, and foremost, and I want this to stop. They have done too much, too fast in our country, and if we don't stop it now, it's going to be worse.
AstroTurf, are you paid to be here? Were you organized to be here?
Absolutely not.
So you're not AstroTurf?
I am an AstroTurf mobster, according to Nancy Pelosi, but I am an American.
How does that make you feel when you're called AstroTurf?
Angry, very angry.
There has been no single president, we got into this with Karl Rove earlier, that has moved America away from free market capitalism to socialism. When you add up the numbers, he's going to quadruple the debt, $10 trillion, $806 billion on interest. Now, these are real numbers that we're going to ultimately pay for. A down payment of $634 billion on health care. On national security, embracing every dictator, cutting back on national defense, apologizing for America, Bill Cunningham. I think it's beyond a pre-9/11 mentality. It is America, the appeasement mentality.
Sean, what we have here is this little boy who grew up in Jakarta, Indonesia at the ages 6 to 10, rejected by his own father, rejected by his own mother, rejected by his stepfather, raised by his grandparents, bowing before the king of Saudi Arabia, kissing the behind of every European socialist, saying okay to people like Ahmadinejad. We have the most disreputable, the most dishonest 100 days in American political history, and this guy actually believes it's good. This is unbelievable.
Let me just say something.
This is unbelievable.
You and Hannity are frozen in the 50s. I got to tell you, Elvis is dead and Beaver has grown up, okay?
Impeach Obama now. Stop him before he kills this country. That's my opinion. Get out the bumper stickers, put them on your cars, and get the liberals riled up. Get in their faces, scream in their faces. Don't take their garbage because you're losing this country.
That fired us up more than anything, I think.
All right. Ma'am, what's your name? Why are you here?
Hi, my name is April. I'm here because I love my country. I'm a very proud American, and I'm sick and tired, fed up with the government and their spending. Enough is enough. We got to take America back.
What about you, man? What do you think?
I think that I'm here because I'm not a mobster. I'm just a concerned, informed citizen. This is not AstroTurf. AstroTurf does not grow like this does.
He's a phony, Sean. Barack Obama is a phony, and America, I believe, again, we are waking up to that, and we're not going to put up with.
My name's Sharon, and I'm here because my husband fights for our freedom abroad, and I feel like it's our responsibility to fight for our freedom right here in the USA.
You agree with that? Why are you here?
Also, my husband fights for the freedom of this country, and I'm here not to be angry, but to fight for freedom, not socialism.
There you go.
The Tea Parties were great. I mean, I think when you get that kind of grassroots sentiment being expressed, thousands of people, hundreds of thousands of people all across the country, that will have an impact.
You better get the word out. You better start the movement now. It better snowball real fast. And this character better be stopped real fast because he's out of control. As far as I am concerned, Obama is an egomaniac, a narcissist, and he has no idea that 47 million Americans said no to his concept of change.
That you are not a big fan of the parties coming together at all to kind of try and find compromise.
No.
All right, let's talk about Monday Night Football.
We're more polarized than we've ever been, guys. You know it. You know, I'm not going to sugarcoat it. We're polarized.
It's unfortunate for America that we have a racist, black liberation theology, redistribution of wealth president. It's bad for the country. And since being in office, he has managed to divide us more than we have been divided at any point in the history of America.
Let's be very honest and let's put that in some military vernacular. If you're feeding a person a crap sandwich with a smile, it's still a crap sandwich. And I think that's what you see coming from President Obama. He's fed America just a load of you-know-what.
That's El Paso. From here, we're headed to San Antonio. Here we come.
You're spending money that leads only to slavery. We just want some common sense. That's all we want. We can disagree with each other on policies. But good Lord Almighty, man, please, some of us don't agree with all of the policies. We'd like to have a country left in the end of 4 years. No need to set us on fire.
Does it disturb you that so many people hate you? No, it's a serious question.
You know, the truth is that the people, and I'm sure previous presidents would say the same thing, whether it was Bush or Clinton or Reagan or anybody. The people who dislike you don't know you.
They hate you.
Even the folks who hate you, they don't know you.
He is Neville Chamberlain in 1939. He is an appeaser, and he will lead us down a path to destruction if we're not careful.
Obama is weak. He is an appeaser.
I think he believes that America's at fault for the world's problems. I think he doesn't see the good that America does in the world.
I would just like to see him be proud of America, represent America, our history.
I think Barack Obama doesn't want America to succeed.
What do we have to be sorry about? He runs around apologizing all the time. What did we do wrong?
As he goes on his apology tour, and he never talks about the virtues and the sacrifice for the cause of liberty and freedom that America has paid.
I don't think we have a president that actually loves America right now.
What he likes about this country is they elected him. And that's about it.
We at least try to tell the truth most of the time.
It's not going to be too long before the mainstream media and those slavering sycophants in the drool bucket media bring back the halo. Remember every campaign picture of Obama in 2008, he was permanently enshrined in this Glow-Obama.
The bone I've got. Can you do me one favor?
Yeah.
I only ask you this. Could you not call the President of the United States the anointed one? I mean, I know it's funny. I know a lot of people like it, but he's still the President of the United States. And you're such a nice guy that you shouldn't be, you don't want to say
I'm not saying this out of disrespect.
They did not say yes to Karl Marx. They did not say yes to Fyodor Lenin. They did not say yes to Trotsky. They did not say that change meant Trotsky, Lenin, and Marx. They meant that they didn't want that bumbling fool George Bush. That's all it meant, Obama. It didn't mean that we wanted a communist revolution in this country.
This is Kim Jong Il dressed up with a bit of Oprah Winfrey dressing. It's unbecoming of an American president.
I really believe that they, in their mind, want America to cease to exist. Because when you say it gives up its sovereignty, America, as we know it, ceased to exist.
What I show is President Obama is post-American.
The Chi-Com money is underwriting our government. How much of that's going to pay Obama? Let's level the charge. Communists pay presidential salary. Let me just make the charge right here. I, L. Rushmo, am making the charge. I allege that Imam Obama's salary is being paid for by the communist Chinese. Also the salaries of his czars and of many of his cabinet secretaries, as well as select Democrats in the Senate and the House of Representatives. Salaries and health care benefits are being paid for by funds collected from the communist Chinese.
Well, here's another blunder that you may not have seen.
The federal government owns or controls 51% of the private economy. We're on to them. We're on to this gangster government. And we are not going to let them have their way.
Briefly, what does gangster government mean? And secondly, our brain room, which was the Fox News research department, checked it out. They say if you add up all the companies that the U.S. government has a stake in, General Motors, Chrysler, Fannie, Freddie, AIG, and on, it only adds up to 1.3% of the private economy. Not 51%, 1.3%.
Well, the numbers that I had gotten were ones that I had read from a professor of economics who had said that we were over 51%. And that was something that was reported in Investors Business Daily, and that was my source for that comment. And I stand by that source that I cited at the time.